Our solar system is full of asteroids, meteoroids, and comets, all of which are orbiting our Sun. The ones we see most often are meteoroids, which are referred to as meteors after they enter the Earth's atmosphere. To us on Earth, this looks like a streak of light we love to call shooting stars. Asteroids are small rocky bodies that are mostly found in the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter. Comets, on the other hand, are not mostly rock. They also contain lots of ice and gas, which can vaporize and create stunning comet trails. However, according to a scientist, a comet could wipe out life on Earth with just 6 months' notice. But before we reveal the exact date, rush below the video to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It looks like we don't have much time. Comet crash with little warning. In an interview with the Daily Star, astrobiology researcher and Professor Lewis Dartnell at the University of Westminster voiced his concerns over the intergalactic balls of dust and ice. He said that unlike asteroids, comets are harder to spot because they tend to come out of nowhere. Comets are falling in towards the Sun from the outer reaches of space, which means that they come in much faster than an asteroid. This fact gives humanity much less of a warning if one of them comes on a collision course with Earth. And if a comet were on its first orbit into the inner system on a collision course with Earth, we could have as little as 6 months' notice, says Dartnell. There are up to 1 billion comets in our solar system. Statistics say that there are up to 1 billion comets in our solar system, but scientists only know about 20,000 that are potentially dangerous, meaning they could one day be on a collision course with Earth. Comets are usually made of frozen gas, dust, and rock. They let off gases and debris when flying close to the Sun, which gives them the tails we sometimes see from Earth. The center of a comet, referred to as a dirty snowball, tends to range from 6 to 60 miles in width. The damage it can do to a planet is unspeakable. NASA Doomsday Simulation. Professor Dartnell shared his concerns after NASA conducted a Doomsday simulation in 2019. The simulation showed what would happen to a city the size of New York if a space rock smashed into it. After the simulation was run and the city was wiped out, a test was conducted to show whether an international team of scientists and engineers could potentially save Earth from a 1,000 feet wide asteroid. This type of simulation has become quite an event among the experts of planetary defense who meet annually in Washington. For example, a simulation from 2017 almost saved Tokyo after Dhaka was wiped out in 2015. So far, 200 astronomers, engineers, and emergency response specialists have failed to protect our planet from killer asteroids. The simulations included asteroids ranging from 300 to 1,000 feet in diameter, and every single one of them turned out to be devastating for Earth. April 29, 2027. With some rough calculations, our planetary defense personnel concluded that there is a 1% chance of an asteroid hitting Earth on April 29, 2027. The team of astronomers, engineers, and emergency response specialists worked hard to come up with a way to deflect the asteroid, but as simulated months passed by, the chances rose to 10% and eventually skyrocketed to 100%. The team's final call was to unite major space powers such as China, Russia, Japan, Europe, and the United States and build 6 kinetic impactors. The impactors would then be launched at the asteroid in an attempt to knock it off course. The team was partially successful as only 3 out of the 6 impactors managed to hit and deflect the asteroid. However, a 200 feet wide fragment of the asteroid broke off and continued its course towards our planet. Washington wanted to send a nuclear bomb to deflect it, but the idea was turned down due to the political aspect of it. The impact. 2 months before the impact, the team confirmed that the fragment would hit and destroy New York. The blast would be 1,000 times stronger than the nuclear bomb that was dropped on Hiroshima in World War II. According to the simulation, nothing within a 9-mile radius would survive. Windows would shatter as far as 28 miles away, and structural damage would extend as far as 42 miles. NASA has also detected a potential apocalypse asteroid they named Bennu. It is so big that it could release 80,000 times more energy than the Hiroshima bomb. The impact would send dust into the atmosphere that would block the sun and potentially end all life on Earth. Another asteroid, Apophis, named after the Egyptian god of chaos, is due to pass worryingly close to Earth on April 13, 2029. Apophis has the size of 7 London buses and up to 2.7% probability of hitting either Earth or the Moon, which gives us plenty of time to build a shelter, right?